My husband has been cheating on me for the last 2 years, and now he is shaming his friend for also cheating. So I confronted him and told him to take a good look at himself. I'm 29, and we've been married 5 years. No kids, just us in a 3-bedroom house that felt more like a hotel. I work from home, he's a secretary at some corporate office downtown. 2 years ago, we were basically roommates who occasionally had fun time. I was completely checked out binge watching shows, and he stayed late at work constantly. We'd go entire days without real conversation. That's when I found out. Everything syncs to my devices. Email, text, photos, social media, all of it. I watched the whole affair unfold in real time like some show I couldn't turn off. It started emotional with someone from his office. Lunch breaks turned into coffee runs, turned into staying late together. I read every single message as it came through. The compliments, the inside jokes, the good morning texts. 4 weeks in, it became physical. I know the exact day because he texted her I can't stop thinking about last night. I sat there eating cereal reading that message and felt absolutely nothing. No anger, no heartbreak, just this weird emptiness. That's when I knew we were done. Not because he cheated, but because I didn't care that he cheated. I started looking up divorce lawyers, figuring we could split everything down the middle. But then something bizarre happened. That weekend, he knocked on my office door Saturday morning, asked if I wanted to go hiking and have a picnic. I thought, this is it. He's going to confess. I said yes, mostly figuring we'd have one last good memory. We drove to this trail we used to hike when dating. He packed sandwiches, brought a blanket. We talked more that day than we had in months. He never mentioned the affair, never asked for a divorce. Just the perfect afternoon like old times. I kept waiting for the confession, but it never came. Then he asked me out again that week. Then we had fun time for the first time in 2 months. He was different, attentive, present, actually trying. The affair guilt was making him a better husband. Over the next weeks, he opened up about his feelings, started talking about his day, asking about mine. We had date nights every Thursday. He'd plan little surprises, weekend trips, dinners at new restaurants. The affair continued the whole time. I'd check their messages occasionally just to confirm it was still happening. But our marriage was better than it had been in years. I stopped looking into lawyers, started going to the gym again. I know how messed up this sounds. I was letting my husband cheat because it made him treat me better. But I was happy. We were happy. I fell back in love with him knowing what he was doing Thursday nights. 2 years went by like this. Best place we'd ever been. Regular intimacy, good communication, actual partnership. I barely thought about the affair anymore. Then 2 days ago, everything exploded. I noticed he was texting his best friend constantly, asked what was going on. The friend's wife had been caught having an affair. His friend was devastated considering divorce. My husband spent hours on the phone with him. That night at dinner, he started going off about how disgusting cheaters are, how betrayal destroys everything, how the wife was selfish and cruel. He kept saying, I don't understand how someone could do that to their partner. Something in me snapped. I put my fork down and said, you're one to judge. His face went white. What do you mean? I tried to backtrack, said I was tired, let's drop it. But he wouldn't let it go, kept pressing. So I told him, I've known about your affair for 2 years. The whole thing. Every message, every lie, every Thursday, you weren't actually working late. He tried to deny it, acted shocked and confused. That made me angrier, so I started citing specifics. The first time you kissed her in your car, March 15th, 2 years ago. The hotel you go to every other week. Her name is Taryn. She works in accounting. He broke down completely. Started crying, asking how I could know and never say anything. Said I clearly never loved him or I would have cared enough to stop it. That I was sick for letting him humiliate himself like this. He grabbed his phone and I watched him block her on everything. Text, Snap, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. She started calling and he just kept declining. Then he locked himself in our bedroom. Yesterday morning, he left for work before I woke up. When I checked the messages, he'd sent her a final text. We're done. My wife knows everything. Don't contact me again. She was blowing up every single app trying to reach him. He blocked her on all of them. He came home early that afternoon. I tried to talk to him and he stopped me in the hallway. How could you let this go on? He asked. His voice was shaking. How could you know? And just watch. I looked at him and told him the truth because I didn't care. Because the affair made you a better husband. Because we were happy. He called me heartless. Said I was worse than him. Locked himself back in the bedroom and wouldn't come out until this morning. He left for work without saying a single word. Came home tonight, walked straight past me and locked the door again. I can hear him in there crying. He ended his affair, but now I'm the villain. Apparently knowing about cheating is worse than actually cheating.